Welcome to the third module of problem solving using Python. This slide gives you the description of the contents of the third module. Mainly in this module we deal with functions, modules and packages. So let us start with functions. What is a function? A function is a block of organized, reusable code that is used to perform a single, specific and well-defined task. The advantage of function is that they provide better modularity for our application and hence a high degree of code reusing. There are mainly two types of functions, like one is the built-in functions available in Python and the second one is user-defined functions which are created by ourselves. Every function interfaces to the outside world in terms of how information is transformed to it and how results generated by our function are transmitted back from it. Let us see how we define a function. Function blocks begin with the keyword def followed by the function name and parenthesis. Any input parameters or arguments should be placed within these parameters. The code block within every function starts with a colon and is always indented. The statement return expression exits a function, optionally passing back an expression to the colon. A return statement with no arguments is same as return none. This explains the syntax of the function definition and an example of a sample function. This is an example of function definition as well as calling a particular function. This example also gives a function definition, a function call, as well as a return statement which gives back a value back to the called function. Let us look at what are local and global variables. Global variables are those variables which are defined in the main body of the program which can be used throughout the program and its visibility is throughout the entire program and they are accessible to all functions, whereas a local variable is defined within a function and can be accessed only locally and they are not related to other variables with the same names outside. This is an example of the usage of local and global variables. See what a type conversion function. Python provides built-in function that converts value from one type to another. The first example is int function which takes any value and converts it to an integer. So int can take in a string value, convert it into a integer value, but whereas an actual string value it will give you a value error. It can convert a float as well as a real number to an integer. Yet another type conversion function. The float function converts integers and strings to floating point numbers, and also we have the str function which converts its argument to a type cohesion. What is type cohesion? It is the automatic conversion of a datum from one data type to another within the expression commonly adopted by the compilers and interpreters for the convenience of the programmers. Because this occurs because the data is stored in one data type but its context requires a different other kind of data type. An example is shown below. What a math function? Python has a math module that provides most of the familiar mathematical function. A module is nothing but a file that contains a collection of related functions grouped together. Before we can use a module, we have to import it, like for example import math. So this statement creates a module object named math. Module object math will contain the functions and the variables defined in the module. To access one of the functions, we have to specify the name of the module as well as the name of the function. They have to be separated by a dot, which is called as the dot notation. An example is also provided. Just like our mathematical function, composition of functions can be applied in Python also. We can use one expression as part of another. So in this example, you will see the composition of the exponential as well as the log function. Let us see the lambda functions or the anonymous function. Lambda functions are so called because they are not declared as other functions using the keyword def. They are created using the lambda keyword. They are kind of throwaway functions. They contain only a single line. Its syntax is given by lambda, the keyword, followed by arguments, colon and expression. Of how the lambda functions is used in a or defined in a single line. Points to note about the lambda functions is lambda functions have no name. It can take any number of arguments. It can return just one value in the form of an expression, that is there is no explicit return statement. It cannot access other variables other than those in their parameter list. see what is a recursive function. A recursive function is defined as a function that calls itself to solve a smaller version of its task until a final call is made which does not require a call to itself. Every recursive function has two cases, which is the base case and the recursive case. So in the base case, the problem is simple enough to be solved without making any further calls to the recursive case. First, the problem is divided into simpler subparts. Second, the function calls itself with subparts of the problems obtained in the first step, and the result is obtained by combining or integrating the solution of the subparts. Recursion thus uses a divide and conquer strategy for solving problems. Now let us move to modules. What are modules? Modules allows us to reuse one or more functions in our programs, even in the programs whose functions have not been defined. Module is a simple file just like our program with .py extension, and it has definitions of all functions and variables that we would like to use in other programs. The program in which we want to use functions or variables will simply import that particular module. Basic way to use a module is by the import statement, import followed by module name as the first line of the program, and to access any function or variable we write the module name dot function name or variable to access functions or variables. How does the module loading and execution happen? The interpreter searches for a file named module.py in the current directory or in the list of directories specified by the Python part. And please remember that the script which we are running or the Python program which we are running should not have the same name as the module name, otherwise it will result in an error. A module is loaded only once regardless of the number of times it imported. So this prevents the module execution from happening over and over again if multiple imports. We have the from import statement to use selected variables or functions from the module. So we write it as from math import that particular variable or function. So to import all functions and variables, you just need to import the entire file, or you can write it as from module import star. Create your own module. Every file we save with .py extension is a module, and we can use dot operator to access the variables or functions. And please remember to place your module in the same directory as that of the program in which it is. There is a dir built-in function which returns a sorted list of identifiers defined in a module. The list contains the names of all the modules, variables and functions that are defined in a particular module. The syntax of finding out the modules, variables and functions associated with the math module is given as an example. Thinking of the modules, there are different library modules, standard library modules that are pre-installed in Python, which are called the standard library modules. Common examples are string, math, OS, random, socket, email, JSON, doc, test, sys, etc. Some of these modules are written in Python and others are written in C. Then again, modules can be written by the programmer. They can be installed from the external source as well. Coming to packages in Python, package is a hierarchical file directory structure that has modules and other packages within. So every package in Python is a directory in which we should have a special file called _init_.py. This can be an even empty file. The presence of this file indicates that the directory contains a Python package. The usage of package is shown in the syntax. With that, we come to the end of the third module of problem solving using Python.